What up, Fox? Good morning, friend. How are you today? Happy Friday. All right, let's see here. I gotta get this migration running again this morning, so give me 1 second. Everything's good. I got a little sick yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, I didn't feel super good, but I'm feeling a lot better now. Okay, that looks good, and we'll do a split there. Yeah, I was going to because Justine had a like a an exercise class at like 7:30 p.m. last night, so like it was a good opportunity for me to have a bunch of free time. But man, I just did not feel good. I think I went to bed probably like 8 p.m., which is like really not normal for me. All right, migrations are running. Let me get up my AWS dashboard. Said what I said. God damn it. Sorry, I will get started in just a second here. I swear every day, I've complained about this for like the past 2 weeks, first thing in the morning, but I swear every morning, AWS's dashboard gets worse. I don't know how they do it, but it feels worse literally every day that I open it. It's like Office Space. Every day is worse than the last. All right, we got that up and running. Turn on that. Pull up this chart. And we're monitored over here. And I have Slack up on this computer. All right, we are ready to go. Let me throw on the space heater for an hour. All right. So yesterday, actually, let's take a look at GitHub and see where we were at yesterday. It's I wouldn't say it's cold. It's just chilly in my house. If I could see the let me clear these notifications. It's 57. So it's probably like 65 in my office right now. Yo, what up, Ethan? I'm not sure that's a great idea. I think that just complicates it's a second name we have to track through the entire flow and make sure it is threaded correctly to both the Doom project file and also the npm scripts. I'm open to pushback, however. I think it's probably just easiest / best for and I'm sitting in front of the screen in Germany with my shorts on. I'm here with shorts on too. Nice. I can probably guess what the exciting news is you mentioned on Twitter. What do you think the exciting news is, Ethan? Because I don't think you will guess. You might guess, but I don't think you will. I'll share it on stream here in a little bit anyways. I mean, I can share it more than once, but... I was just asked to not share it in a broad setting yet. No, not yet. Not yet.
I wish that was it.
I will show you what the actual thing is. It's way less exciting for everyone else than it is for me. But I will get to see our good friend Leandro. This is the good news right here. I gotta copy and send that to somebody. So that's the news. I wake up at 6 a.m. I am not becoming a dad, dude. Absolutely not. I don't think being a parent is in the cards for me. I think I will probably be in Europe all of September. I think I'm gonna go to International Conference of Functional Programming, where hopefully Leandro will be selected to speak on Riot. And that's in Milan, Italy, and I think that's at the beginning of September. And then I'll go to React Alicante, and then also Berlin, because Sabine is planning a CamelConf in Berlin. So hopefully that like whole month I'm just hanging out in Europe. Not gonna lie, I have semi-excitingness. You snuck in some Ocamo work. I'm so proud of you. Okay, let's tweet. We had ChatGPT write so much code for us yesterday. I love it. Make another. I'm just gonna use this image. I love this image. I need to look at that tweet in a second. It's time for coffee, code, and good vibes. We've got some logs from Salesforce that are verbose as fuck and TypeScript code isn't fast enough. Rolled up my sleeves and asked if I could write in OCaml. Got to go using Riot too. Dude, that's sick. You should see if you can get it open sourced. I feel like a Salesforce log aggregator would be super useful for a bunch of people. And I also just want to read the code. Primarily, I just want to read the code. I go back and forth between talking shit on ChatGPT and saying it's a godsend. Sometimes, if you get it right, it does wonders. I will deal with this PR this weekend. Let's just check this real quick. Ensure I don't feel like reading this. I'll do this another time. I want to read our code that we committed yesterday because we did a big old chunky group of work. I wish I could open source. I tried to open source our React Native libraries I've written. Nice. That sucks that you can't, but I get it. All right, what is this? Event sub. Oh, this is the API. I think this is where we left off yesterday, potentially. Or no, we have to make the condition object. Man, we slanged some fracking code yesterday, chat. This playlist is a freaking bop. All right, so we need to make this condition type, which is this guy right here. The hell? All right. Is this the condition type? Where is this? This just like linked me conditions. All right, I guess we're gonna do this, huh? Ethan writes better code than open source. He's better than the rest of us. I mean, if you use open source, you're at risk for accidentally getting some of my code in your company, so be careful. Use open source at your own risk. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You do not want to risk getting my code in your code base from adding open source. It's just it's way too risky. All right, so we're gonna do this first one, and then we're gonna try to feed this all to ChatGPT. Moderator user ID is a string. Where are you? We're gonna go back up here. It's growing up. All right, I'm gonna run ads quick, chat. You're gonna help me write types. Oh, I guess I can use that last one. All right, well, that's generating. Let's pull up the other docs for the event sub API, which should be in here, I think. Yeah, event sub, create event sub subscription. This is what we need to build in the API. So let's come over here and look. Oh, we're gonna have to do this. We did the subscription type, so we can do this now. So we can delete that. This will be change the comma. And then we'll bring in import glitch slash types slash subscription type. Is the audio level okay, chat? I think it should be. Oh, it's just under subscription. Okay. I think we had another spot where we use subscription type. Yeah, in here. Oh. Yeah, right here. Okay, so let's come up here and we want to do the same thing. Import glitch slash. Okay, I get it. This needs to be debounced. I'm gonna go ahead. In fact, let me grab that. I'll pet that dog. I don't want my freaking. I will get this. Has there been any requests or thought into debouncing this error message from the LSP? It pops up as soon as I import a local package. It'd be nice. Thank you for the follow, Vemdezap. And also, I missed you earlier, Redder, Rudy, but I appreciate you hanging out, both of you. Oh, nice. Awesome. Well, welcome in. I appreciate you you coming and checking it out. We are working on building Glitch, which I think I posted what it. Maybe I didn't post what it was in chat. Oh no, I didn't. So we're building a Twitch SDK or client library in Gleam, so I can use it on my stream to make my stream more interactive. Make Twitch bots. Eventually, want to have some overlays and like leaderboards that pop up. A bunch of things that we're going to use this for. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun writing Gleam. I really like it. Louis and Jack and Haley and everyone that's contributed did an amazing job. Where is this? Here we go. Which then we should get, I would assume we would get a type error in here. Are we not decoding this yet? Oh, we must not be. Oh, because we're only decoding the welcome message so far. Okay, that's fine. We'll come back to that. Do we have... All right, let's go back to our condition type. ChatGPT should be close to done generating here. Do we think? No, write the decoder. Right? He wrote the yeah. Come on. No, no, no. Just stop it. Oh, I guess this is a more complicated thing to decode. Oh, this is going to be so annoying to write a decoder for. That's all right. We'll do it. Mr. Coppinger. Mr. Coppinger, are you around? Okay, once again, I'm gonna try to get a screen recording of something here for Louis. Why is this so laggy? Drop that there, bring this down to here. Of course, it's not gonna do it now. Because we have build problems somewhere else, I'm guessing. Where were we that we got that to happen? So if we do this, import, now I can't even make it happen. All right, why can I not recreate this problem? I've definitely seen this happen multiple times. No, I can't make it happen. Whatever. I was consistently reproducing that earlier, but whatever. All right, we do need a decoder for this beast, which is going to be super annoying. All right, how do we want to tackle this? Oh, do we ever have to decode? That's a good question. We only ever have to encode conditions, right? I don't know if Ryan's around or if anyone's familiar with the Twitch API because we can't, we couldn't deterministically decode this based on the structure alone if we ever have to decode. That's a tricky problem. I'm hoping that we only have to encode this. Ba, ba, ba. Subscription types, managing subscriptions, handling WebSocket events. Oh no. Oh no, chat. Maybe this isn't the best structure to have. So this is broadcaster. All right, let's see how so this is confusing to me. I'm confused here. So let's say we get a notification message back. So we would have created a subscription. We get a subscription back. We get this condition on here, and like this is the channel follow subscription, right? And if we look at the definition of what channel follow is, now ChatGPT could have screwed up, but I kind of doubt it. It says that, excuse me, this should have a broadcaster ID and a moderator user ID. So I'm guessing this should maybe be an option. So right now I'm thinking we potentially turn condition into one record and just have a bunch of optional fields. Or we figure out like the actual rules about like how this comes back. So let's say like if we go look at the channel follow, where is that at? Required yes. Like that's confusing, right? All right, let's go see if we can find like a Golang Twitch client. Perfect. This is not looking promising already. Oh, here we are. We get a message. All right, you're just doing raw WebSocket stuff. Do you have anything in your project for condition? Did you say Golang? What up, trash puppy? This is not what we're looking for. I will have you know, trash, I wrote Golang professionally for like a year and a half. I even have some Go open source. Let's see if I can find this really quick. Formidable labs / terraform provider serverless. Yeah. I wrote the foundation to this. If you ever want to read some of my shitty Go code, trash puppy, here it is. My keyboard is a Keychron Q4, and if you hang out, we have a point redemption for a chance to win one. What else we got in here? DM Mulroy 5 years ago. Go code review. The ghost gravity. Oh, the ghost. I was doing serverless before it was cool. Good old Golang. My first commit in GitHub was a Emacs mode. My first PR ever. I've talked about this on stream before, but my first PR ever to open source was the Carbon, and it was it's the code's still in there to this day. This reset settings button, that was your boy. As a fresh 22-year-old in the professional world, I wrote the reset settings on Carbon. That was so long ago. I need to. Maybe we can go look at Ryan's, but he used the dynamic language, so that's cheating. I need a statically typed Helix API. I guess we could look at how this does this, right? Twerple. Does this get any sort of conditions anywhere? Doesn't seem like it gets a condition. I don't know. Let's go see if we can find the Twerple code base. I don't want the auth package. I want like maybe common. Let's just do a search for condition. Raw data symbol. With condition. It looks like potentially they typed it as just a record. Took the easy out. Sorry, I was getting pings at work. They also got Jordan Fish, who was in Bring Me the Horizon. Nice. I've heard Architect. I don't know if I listened to Curse yet by Architects. Let's listen to that. Let's see here. Curse by Architects. I have great coworkers. Hi there, DM Elroy. What do you think is the best way to start learning how to code? That is a good question. I'm gonna pause this because it's a little heavier than what I want right now, but so getting started to code. Do you have any coding experience at all? I have two questions for you, Rick. One, do you have any coding experience at all? And do you have any sorts of ideas for the things that interest you that you would like to try to build? Because I can kind of give you some better advice based on those two things. I'm thinking this is overkill because like this doesn't make sense to me that the condition for channel follow doesn't have either their docs are wrong or I really need Ryan right now. We can go look at his stuff on GitHub though. So let's do that really quick before we commit to a solution and then I'm ending up having to rewrite a bunch of code. I starred Ryan's repo so I could find them. Not a lot of experience. I do know what some of the things to do in HTML, and I do know what a function are. I do want to learn how to code a barbershop appointment in CodeNerd. Okay, so I think if I had to give you advice, it would be I don't know PHP, but it sounds like PHP and HTML is going to be what you want to learn. I wonder if Aaron Francis has any good content on his YouTube channel. Honestly, my best advice for anyone learning programming generically is to just start building and trying and failing. It is going to be the best way to learn. Learning to program is hard. You're going to be learning your entire career, and it doesn't stop, but it gets easier because you're going to learn how to learn. Let's see here. I'm hoping that Aaron might have some resources here. I unfortunately am not very tapped into the PHP world, but I think Laravel is going to be a good start because it does a lot for you out of the box. So I would just like try to get really comfortable with HTML, learn how web servers work. So web servers have this whole model where you have a server running and then you have your front end app, and your front end app makes requests to your server. Your server does some work, will transform that data into JSON and send it back to the front end. And that's like the whole flow back and forth. So if you can wrap your head around that and how it works, it's going to be a great starting point. Yeah, that'd be kind of my generic advice. This is so funny. Exactly, Rick. Honestly, yeah, like just start building. Find one thing to note is there is yeah, here, let me grab the link to the soundtrack. This is called Big Booty Mix, Volume 24. Um, don't get stuck following tutorials. One thing that newbies and new people to programming get caught up on a lot is just constantly following tutorial after tutorial after tutorial after tutorial, and your GitHub just becomes like a graveyard of these tutorial repos. It's okay to, learn and follow tutorials and, to get your basics, but to really learn, you got to step outside and build your own thing and really struggle through it. All right, I need to mute this thread. This is popping off. I'm sure these Slack notifications are annoying. Yeah, no problem. Hey guys, I need to develop a intentionally vulnerable web to show path traversal attack. Here's putting dot dot dot. Fortunately, I found a Django built-in security against this. Uh, I would just like not use a framework. Just use like Python's built-in TCP server, and do that. Like spin up the server yourself. That would be my advice. So Rick, you said because I feel like I know what I want to do, but at the same time I don't know how to do it. That is going to be your entire career and experience with programming, your entire life. Not knowing how to do something, but learning to get comfortable with not knowing something and learning how to figure it out. Okay, let's actually get back to writing code here because I'm getting so distracted. We're going to Ryan's repo. Here we go. Twinch event sub, and hopefully Ryan has some condition things in here. Okay, so he does. Damn it. I have to grab a new OAuth token. 1 second, chat. I'm running a migration for work. Dude, this remix is a freaking bop. Back office token, copy that, come over here, replace my token, and do that, paste that in, and we're good to go. Okay. Ryan, I have a question for you. So I have all these types out for the conditions, but I'm super confused looking at one of these examples, specifically this notification message, and it's for a channel follow. And we get this condition back. And this condition, are the docs wrong here? Because the condition here says that it has just a broadcaster user ID on it. However, if you look at the docs, it should have a required moderator user ID on it as well. Is this wrong, or is this wrong? Like channel follow, where's it at? Channel follow condition. Required, yes. I put moderated in there, I put both. The one in the return might be the condition that triggered the event. So is it actually an optional field? I don't understand. No, Brian's giving me better advice, honestly, right now. Look, dude, even this Twerple is just like, yeah, we're gonna throw it into a string unknown record. So must not be super consistent. What would this be? This would be channel. Really? Oh, because I'm not in the right place. I need a better client. This Twerple's not great. I need I want a Golang Twitch client that is not that first one because it's broken as hell. Will this fail? Is this deserialization or serialization, Ryan? Or both? I don't know what I'm looking at. This is a map. Okay, I understand. I get that that's a map. So is this saying that these are required then? Like when you deserialize a channel follow, the user ID for a moderator is required. I don't even deserialize. Classic dynamic language dev. I don't even deserialize. What a pleb. Where I lost my Go repo now. Okay. Okay, so this person did what I was considering doing, where the condition is just a single struct with optional fields. I think that's what I want to do. We can always go back and copy this code again from ChatGPT. So let's change in here, and this is just going to be a condition. And we'll put in broadcaster. All right, so we got broadcaster user ID. I think that will probably be like that. That'll be a string. And then we'll grab. I'm trying to use this type as both the request and response type, Ryan. It's kind of like an annoying type, especially because the Twitch docs are so bad. So this will be from broadcaster ID. And that will, I think these will all be, these need to be options too. In fact, we could probably check. It feels like broadcaster user ID might always be. Twitch sucks these with a dynamic language. I don't even think about it. You mean a statically typed language? Yeah. I mean, the Spotify API wasn't much better. Last year when I was working on the playlist transfer tool, the inconsistencies from Spotify's docs. Once, I don't know if you remember, but like in the middle of working on the playlist transfer tool, Spotify put out, yo, thank you for the sub. Let's go, Vercel. I keep accidentally participating in this Slack thread and it keeps turning on my notification sounds again. All right, so this will be moderator user ID. I'm just gonna copy this one, boom, put that there. And this will be a string, paste it down. To broadcaster. And then we'll have reward ID. And client ID. And extension. I spent over a week trying to map Twitch events into structs and Elixir and just abandoned it all for plain maps. Yeah, that's what Twerple did, the TypeScript client. They just parse it into a record string unknown map. What happened to the Spotify API? You stopped your sentence in the middle due to the sub. Right. I built a tool last summer, and when I first started streaming, called OCaml Playlist Transfer, which I want to go back and refactor this to use Riot and actually get this published. But the Spotify API docs are wrong, incomplete, and like in the middle of working on this project, Spotify published a TypeScript client, and like their types in their own client were wrong, and I submitted like several pull requests that got merged. like fixing their own types for them. All right, so this is going to be our type. And if we want, we can come back and we can make this more strictly typed. What is this upset about? What did I miss here, chat? Oh, I missed my closing paren. All right, so then we can say pub function condition or a decoder, and this is going to return we need to import Gleam / dynamic. And it also needs, I don't know if we need dynamic. We'll bring it in anyways. Type decoder. That, oh God, my TypeScript brain is decoder of condition. And then we'll say dynamic dot decoder. How many fields is this? 3, 6, 8. Decoder 8. A condition. Okay, this next version of Big Booty Mix. All right, so that gets that, and then we have a dynamic field. In fact, I can probably write a Vim macro for this. Let's see if I can get my Vim foo here. So if we record a macro and we say dynamic dot field, and we're going to then close that, go 14 up, yank in word, go 14 down, back there, open parens, paste that dynamic dot optional. I don't remember if that's the API. Whatever, we'll fix it. And then it'll be dynamic dot string, comma, down, end. So I think if I rerun that, it did not work. Skill issues for me all around. I tried. Okay, this is looking good. Read my messages about docs above. I was going to write something to parse the Twitch docs HTML into a JSON schema, but a Wrench and Tejas chat said they were working on rewriting the docs. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Wombat, you can be a moderator. I never actually got the Vim recording to work. Crotstaff asks, what was your favorite programming language from those listed in your bio, and which of them would you remove from reality if you could? My favorite programming language is still probably OCaml first. then Gleam, and then I have a love-hate relationship with TypeScript. But I would remove TypeScript from the world. I think TypeScript was a good. I've talked about this so many times. I think TypeScript is way better than JavaScript. I think TypeScript is a net positive for web dev and developers in general because it teaches the value of statically typed languages and type safety. That being said, TypeScript's type system is dog water. It is not good. It's not sound. And there are way better type systems, and it's a bummer that we are stuck with using TypeScript for all of our applications. That's my take. Okay, what do we do wrong here? What am I missing? We missed a closing parenthesis somewhere. Oh no, I see it. Oh, I see what this did. I'm so dumb. All right. Do these need... All right, I see it here. We will actually use a Vim macro now. Boom. Vim macroed. Expected 9 arguments got 8. 1, 2, 3. Which one did we miss? Broadcaster user ID, from broadcaster ID, moderator user ID, boom, reward ID, client ID. All right, there we go. All right, so that looks like that's actually decoding. Cool. We'll just stick with that for now. And then we can jump back to our API endpoint for event sub. And this will be a condition. And this will be a condition. Thank you so much for the subscription. I super appreciate you. That means the world to me. TypeScript is better than JS, but it also shouldn't exist because you shouldn't be using JS for anything more than simple browser interactivity. Well, you know, if you can talk the browser creators into putting a different language than TypeScript in the browser, you can be the change you want to see in the world. This will be condition. Create event sub. Okay. And then we need to make a transport. All right. So let's go to transport. Is transport only used in this type, Ryan? Or do I need to use transports elsewhere? Looks like we have transports. Whatever, I'll just start it in our shared types. It's fine. And this will be method. So let's say pub type method. And this will be what we got. We got webhook. Why is this upset? There we go, webhook, and then we also have a web socket. I don't know if that's one word. Pub function. Sorry, chat, I'm just trying to bang out a bunch of boilerplate here. Pattern matching is so nice. It is. I love it. It's one of my favorite features of Gleam. Winnie. Sorry, chat. Justine's probably soon gonna come home and the garage door is gonna open, so it'll be the end of the world for the dogs. No, Justine goes to the gym in the mornings. Who said that famous quote again? If it can be written in JS, it will be. Facts. I need to go look at the Gleam um, docs. Where is the language tour? I need to find the comments. Okay. Um, web socket only. It's the season of the sticks and I. I take TypeScript over Golang. Oh, that's an interesting take. You know, given that Leandro is doing such a stellar job with Riot, and now that I know Gleam, I think I would also keep TypeScript over Go. Listen, Ryan, Go suffers from so many of the same pitfalls as TypeScript, though. Like Go's type system is just as bad as TypeScript's. And I would argue that TypeScript is more universally useful. And I have Riot and the Beam to write concurrency based stuff. So like why do I need Go? Oh my god, my chat's turning against me. There's a mutiny. GG's. Yeah. I don't know if that's entirely a fair take, Andrew. I understand your stance, but like Go is I think Go is I think Rob Pike was successful in making Go what he wanted it to be, right? Like Google and Fangs hired tons and tons and tons of people straight out of college, and Go is like just throw them in. They got their training wheels. They can't really mess up. And in the context of Google, I think Go makes a lot of sense, to be fair. WebSocket only and response only. All right, we're gonna try this macro again. All right, chat, let's see if I can do this. All right, we're gonna start recording. We're going to write dynamic.field, and then we're gonna do that. We're gonna go up 16. Damn it, I already fucked up. Damn it. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. 16 down, over, open parens, paste that. And then this will be dynamic dot optional. And this will be dynamic dot string. Close that. Go down. Record the macro. Oh, damn it, I had comments. Nice. Nice. Oh, no, that fucked up. I fucked up. Damn it. Skill issues all around. Facts roasted. We gotta unify with our Emacs brethren. And this will be method toString transport dot method. Yeah. So I wonder if this JSON module has like an option. We do. I built this. I'm so smart, chat. Look at this. I added this to my JSON extended module. So good. Import glitch slash extended slash JSON ext. Let's go. This will be all right, we're going to try another macro. I believe I can do this. I believe. QQ. Change in word. And we're going to go up 15K, find the quotes, yank in the quotes, go 15 down, go back to the beginning of the line, find the quotes, paste it in, find the parens, word, over, view in Word, spacebar, paste, go back to the U, change to the dot, transport, O, JJ, Q. That should be the macro. I am using Mona Lisa right now. Are we ready? Do you guys think I got it? I did not. Rip. Although, maybe I did. Oh, I did get it. Let's go. Get wrecked, chat. All right, that should be all the fields. Okay, so we should have that working pretty well. Okay. Back to our event sub API. Cheers. Oh, I'm out of coffee. That was the most devastating moment that I will probably experience all day. Redeemed a hydrate, went to do it, out of coffee. Soul crushing. Let me go throw this on the charger and get my water. Cheers. Running out of coffee is the worst thing. Did we make JSON serialization for condition? We did not. Sugar. All right. Wrecked again. What up, Taylor Tech? That appointment for all 3 dogs? Oh man, I've been there. I've been there. Good luck. You guys stand up for a while, chat, I think. We don't stand enough on stream. I should make a point redemption for that. All right. From JSON to JSON, that all looks good. That was a weird typo. There we go. Still wrong. How did I get all these typos? I guess I shouldn't really be surprised. It's kind of my thing. There we go. Did you speed up the cursor movement somehow? The cursor movement as in up and down, or like the blinking? Because both, yes. Or not the blinking, but the up and down. That's a Mac setting. Keyboard. It's key repeat rate. If you slide that the whole way up to fast. Yep, no problem. All right, now we need the response type from this. So let's go ahead and time for a new token. Oh, that makes NeoVim so much better. Holy shit. That was a game changer when I found that setting a few years ago. It made my entire computer feel so much more responsive. You know what? I'm going to share that in my Learn Vim channel at work real quick. I didn't realize that that was such a game changer. Did that actually make my screenshot? It did. Tweet it? Okay, good look. I'll tweet it too. Boom, that's the tweet. That's the tweet, chat. All right, let's go get this response type. A conduit ID. What is a conduit ID? Method can be set to conduit? Okay, I missed that. That was not in their freaking docs. Annoying. What do you guys use for copy and paste clipboards? What do you mean by that, Andrew? Um, no, I just use where's it at? Right here. So we get an ID. We get a status, which the subscription status, the subscriber receives events only for enabled subscriptions. Okay, we'll say, we'll just make that a new type, and they'll be angry at us for a second. And this will be subscription type. We'll say this is subscription status too, just to be a little bit more descript. Version, which will be a string. And then a condition. Dude, this playlist is so good. Ryan, is never mind. Disregard. I asked a dumb question. It's not about conduits. It was about the cost thing. I haven't seen these on the requests and stuff until now. Okay, so now we need to come in here. We need to add, this is going to be subscription type. This song takes me back to college. So many nights I can't remember listening to this song. Verification pending. Verification pending. Okay, and anything else is an error of nil. In fact, we can go up here. The hell? What is happening? I have caps lock on somewhere. It's driving me crazy. I have another layer toggled. Okay, there we go. Jesus, that was weird. No, I did not. Yeah, so I have, let me show you here, Kraut. I have a 60% keyboard. Let me get up my camera here, make sure this is focused. So I have this, and when I press caps lock, this enables a layer, right? And then when that's on, HJKL are my arrow keys. My spacebar is pause for music. N is next on my playlist. P is previous on my music. What else do I have? This key is the backtick, or like the alpha symbol for strings. Escape becomes tilde. And then this function down here toggles my second layer. And if I do need caps lock, I'll do toggle on that layer, turn on caps lock, and then do what I need to do. As a 42-year-old looking at that keyboard, all I see is repetitive stress injury. I had a repetitive stress injury before I switched to this keyboard, and it actually helped a lot. I switched to this keyboard and NeoVim at the same time, so it's probably more NeoVim than this keyboard, but not reaching for arrow keys and not reaching for, like, my hand stays on home row almost all of the time, and I don't have to do any weird movements. So it's not like my wrist is never going like this or anything. So like I don't. The one thing I do want to try a split keyboard at some point because I want a thumb cluster for better shortcuts. But I think I might buy a Moonlander, I think, soon. One second, chat. I got a failed migration that I missed. I'm just using a normal mouse. Yeah, I'm using a gaming mouse. I want to get the Moonlander because it's hot. The switches are hot swappable. Oh, chat. While you're here, some of you were here for this earlier, but the tweet I published yesterday about some exciting news. I can't share this broadly yet until they share it, but I feel fine sharing it with you guys since it's kind of a smaller audience. But we're going to Spain, baby! All expenses trip paid. Freaking flight to Spain. Yeah. Super excited. I'm going to get to hang out with Leandro and Dave and Javi and all of the Melange team. And there's some pretty, the speakers that have been announced already. Let's see here. I don't want to spoil anyone else in case that was, yeah. So we got Mark Erickson. I haven't met Mark in person. I was supposed to one time. I was in, he lives in Ohio, and I was doing defense contracting at the time. And was I doing defense contracting? Yeah, I was doing defense contracting, and he and I were I was doing a bunch of Redux toolkit work, and I was chatting with Mark a lot. And my first ever conference talk was on Winnie. No barks, honey. It's just Justine. It's just Justine. No barks. Okay, fuck me, right? Stop barking. We do this every morning. Dylan Mulray, Redux. That will probably find it. Yeah, this was my first ever conference talk. And this was actually linked to in the Redux toolkit docs for like a year or two. Look how short my hair was. Look how skinny my face was too. Dude, this was at the worst time in my life. The slide that is the essence of the talk is, where is it at? This one right here. This is the core of the talk. What a nerd. I love Redux. I think Redux is great. But yeah, dude, I weighed like 135 pounds at that moment. This was a few months after I found out that my ex-wife had been having an affair and we separated and I was going through divorce and I lost a bunch of weight. I was like skin and bones back then. But yes, this is a conference. Yeah, React Alicante is a conference in Spain. The International React JS Conference in Spain. I need to follow this person. I haven't seen Kites for a while. Is he still active? I have Kites muted. Oh my god. I don't even remember muting Kites. Whoops. That's hilarious. I was like, dude, I feel like I haven't seen Kites on Twitter in a hot minute. That would check out. All right, we gotta go to the next playlist. So yeah, I will be going to Spain. I'll hopefully be hitting. I'm probably going to be in Europe for all of international conference for all of September. I'm hoping. I'm hoping I can make this work because I want to hit ICFP in Milan, Italy, which is at the beginning. So I'll fly to I'll fly to Europe in the beginning of September, and hit ISTP, which hopefully Leandro will be speaking at. I really hope he gets selected. Hit that, and then Sabine and Teradus and some other folks are trying to plan a CamelConf like in between ICFP and React Alicante, and that would be in Berlin. So I would basically go to Italy, to Berlin, to Spain, and basically be hanging out with like Leandro and all them the entire time. And it would be, I hope it works out. It would be so fun. But for sure, going to Spain. Maria, count me in. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? I really don't speak another language at all. I took 2 years of Spanish in high school. Mírame, yo soy el capitán, ahora. La tortuga es muy pequeña y loca y es en el baño de estación de trenes. We need to go find this type. I don't remember how to map this. Hmm. Okay, so this is gonna have to be a list of. There's gonna be a decode error, and a decode error gets expected found path. Okay. Decode error, and that's gonna get expected will be a subscription type. And then found will be string concat JSON string concat, close that up, And then path will be I guess path will just be empty. Yeah. So I did this before. Do I not do this in my decoder? I think this is wrong. That's going to give me an error too. Okay, so I need to do what I'm doing. Unexpected format. And this will be wrapped in unexpected format. Right? All right, we forgot to close something here. That closes that. That closes that. Okay. Why would that not work? Because this should be... Wait a second. I think I have copy paste errors. No, this is fine. Why can't I map the error or replace the error? Result.replace error. And it's unexpected format, right? We were just looking at this. And that's a valid JSON decoder error. What? I don't understand what's happening here, chat. Is it because... Oh, I would have to compose these functions. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, I see what I gotta do. So this should be a result. Why is this a... So if we go back to the beginning of the line, delete there, delete that, and then we have to wrap this in a result.try. There we go. There we go. I am listening to Big Booty Mix, volume 22. Thank you for the follow, also Pit Bullet. I missed you a couple minutes ago. You got it, man. All right, so then we can say this bit here. We'll take this and we'll just GC that, and we'll come in here and we'll say, we'll pipe our string into that. And we can get rid of that. Fixed it, chat. There it is. That's what we wanted. That was confusing as hell. I basically have to do the same thing I just did, just here now. We'll change that to status, and this will be status. What are you upset about now? And this would be a JSON decode error. There we go. There we go. Good morning, Lambda. How we doing? An event sub. API/event sub. Okay, great. Great. Right, this will be subscription type. We'll nix that. Oh my lord, the man, the myth, the dev dad. What editor is this? This is called the dev dad special. I pretty much cribbed all of my NeoVim config from this legend named the dev dad. Welcome, Raiders. Long time no see. We are working on building a Twitch client in a programming language called Gleam, which I'm sure many of you have rated me already while we've been working on this, but we have WebSockets hooked up. We have chat hooked up. We are now just working on wiring up actual subscriptions and getting specific messages back and forth. Please send me your VS Code.json file, devdad. Devdad. We don't use that kind of language in this stream. We have children. We have children watching.
We have children.
We have children watching.
Why would you point at me? Do you need more coffee? Oh, wait, you don't even have your coffee mug.
What?
Do you need coffee?
Yes, please.
Okay.
How's the gym?
I can't feel my glutes.
I'm listening to Big Booty Mix right now.
That's perfect. It was Build-A-Booty this morning.
Noise.
So, it's perfect.
All right, I think we are ready to write our deserializer for this, except we have to go do this stupid thing with the cost.
Stupid thing.
Because this thing now has, where's the data response?
I know 1 byte. Isn't it the worst?
What up, iSense? Thank you for the cheers. Thank you for the bits. Thanks, DevDad. Have a good one. All right, you're really hot.
Yeah, I am.
In more ways than one. Oh, pager duty's going off, chat.
Dogs haven't eaten?
No.
Okay.
Set a reminder for 5 minutes to restart the migration. Bet. I have 3 dogs, and then we're watching a 4th right now. A lot of dogs in this house. So it now seems like we could have these fields on here. What the heck? I acknowledged you, pager duty. Yeah, I get it. Six.
Alright, small dog. Come on. Come on, Baxter. Okay, wait. Can chat see this?
Near the corner. Hold on, let me see.
I don't know because you're standing.
A little bit more towards the corner. A little bit more. Yeah, right there. It's perfect.
Alright.
All right, chat. You know the drill.
Small dog.
Do you see any other dog other than the tiny black dog eating out of that food bowl? You alert immediately. This is really annoying. These 3 fields for the subscription API is throwing an entire wrench into my frickin' plans here. I hate this. I can potentially... All right, I know what I'm doing. It's going to be annoying, but... So, I'm trying to treat API responses somewhat generically, and for the rest of the endpoints and resources, the data comes back either in one of three ways. It comes back where it's nested under a data key. It comes back where it's not nested under a data key. And it can also come back basically the same thing I just said, but as a list. Now, the event sub API has to be a special little snowflake, and they add these 3 fields as top level pieces. So they would be sibling keys to this data key. They add total, total cost, and max total cost. So what we're going to do is not try to do this generically. So right now we have get list data and we have get data. I'm just going to do get subscription data, I guess. See what I mean? Like, most of the time it's just this. For all the other APIs, it's just this block right here. And then the event sub like, oh, hey, you know what would be great? If we just put more top level keys on. So we're just going to yoink this guy. We're going to come down here. We're going to say get. Oh, thank you so much. I love you.
Love you.
Bodhi, you better tread lightly, boy. That's not your food. So let's say get event sub. I did. I forced her to. Get event sub data.
Yeah, send help, everyone. I'm being forced to make coffee.
And we're going to have this type. We're going to have another type. This is so annoying, but okay. We're going to have a event sub data, which will take a data. And this is going to be just, I guess, event sub data. And this will have data, which will be data. And then it will have total, which will be a integer. Then we'll have total cost, which will also be an integer. And finally, max total cost, which is also an integer. Yeah, I'm using Ghosty. And we'll do that. Now we have to write a we need to write a decoder for this guy. If I couldn't use Ghosty, what would you use? I'd use Kitty. I used Kitty for a long time. I really like Kitty. I used Kitty for probably 2 or 3 years before I switched over to Ghosty and got into beta. Does it really matter what terminal app you use if you use a multiplexer like Tmux? I think it does. I mean, because, under the covers, like the terminal emulator is still doing all the rendering, is ultimately the bottleneck for performance. Well, maybe that's not true in the case of Tmux, but Tmux is, pretty optimized software. I can feel, I don't remember who I was talking with this about. I don't know if it was on stream or not, so I'll just say it again. But like, when you use a terminal emulator like Ghosty or Alacrity, and you go back to using something like iTerm or the native terminal, like you can feel the speed difference. You can just feel it. I don't know how to describe it other than like the analogy I gave before was like if you've ever played like a 1080p or 2K video game at 144 hertz and get like 100, like 100 plus frames per second on a 144 hertz monitor playing PC gaming, and then you go back to console where you're capped at 60 FPS and 60 hertz, it's like that same feeling. Like it's so hard to describe in words, but you can feel it. So Ghosty's in beta. I guess it's input delay. I don't know for certain, other than like I know I can feel it. If you want to get Ghosty, it's in beta right now. All you have to do is join the channel and wait for to get included in a wave. What will happen is a bot will message you a link to join a GitHub repo. Winnie, get away from that bowl. Chat, what are you doing? Man, that's not your food bowl. Yeah, Ryan, all you have to do is join. There was a lot of Discord links right there. Right there, that's the Ghosty Discord. Why did that stream? Ignore stream elements. The link I just posted. And it's getting really, really, really close to being like a 1.0 released and released publicly. So like you shouldn't have to wait too awfully long. It will be open source, yeah. Like I have access to the Ghosty repo because I'm in the beta. It's built by Mitchell Hashimoto, who is the founder of HashiCorp. He built Terraform, Ansible, all that stuff. And the way he runs the project is, I've learned so much from watching him interact with the beta users and the contributors. I just have such a deep, deep respect for Mitchell Hashimoto. Like if I had to say I have one like role model or a legend in programming, it would be him. And he gave an amazing interview, which I've shared a bunch of times on stream, but I'm going to share it again. Ghosty on Zig Showtime. Even if you do not give a shit about terminal emulators or Zig, this talk is just so good from a pure software engineering perspective that like if you're a software engineer and it's your interest and your passion, like you're gonna like this talk. And I'm gonna guess that anyone here watching right now falls into that category. So yeah, definitely like throw this on in the background and listen to this podcast today because it's so good. So let's write a decoder for this now. Error decoder. So we still need a data decoder. So let's write a decoder for how's this going to work? We need to decode into an event subdata. The to-do keyword is so useful. This is like one of my favorite features of Gleam. I'm so glad Louis added this. It lets me plan out APIs so much better. I also got to start our migration backup. Grab a new OAuth token. Copy that. Come over here. All right. I think it's to do and panic are the two kind of keywords that you can use for that. But you can be like, you can write yourself like a little message here, like write the decoder, right? Super cool. I like it a lot. So here we're going to do body, and we're going to pass this into, I guess we want to do function event sub data decoder, and this is going to return a decoder of event sub data. So this will need a decoder, a data decoder, which will be a decoder of data. And then we say dynamic dot decode, what is that, 4? Can I even count? That'll be event sub data. Dynamic dot field data, and then we'll pass that the data decoder, and then we get dynamic dot field, and this will be total, and this will be an integer, and this will be dynamic dot int. Paste that. This will be total cost, and the final one will be max total cost. So there's our event sub data decoder. Then down here, we just do, we can take this, yoink that, do that, paste that in, uncomment this, and this will be our event sub decoder. Incorrect arity. Oh, this needs our data decoder. That'll be data decoder. There we go. Okay. So that's annoying, but that's going to be what it has to be, unfortunately. Okay. I hate it, but it is what it is. All right, now we should be able to knock this out. Did I ever bump my font back up? I did. Okay, cool. Oh, another cool thing about Ghosty Chat is Mitchell built in console dev tools like you have in Chrome or in your browser. Like it has all this data, like you can see it all changing. You can see the modes of the terminal console. So like if you build TUI apps, like it's clutch. You can click around, so I can be like, what is the information about this cell I just clicked? Grid position, code point, foreground color, background color. Super cool. And it's the same hotkey to open it. All right, so we need to write a decoder for this guy now, which this one should be super easy because we have decoders for all of those other things. That doesn't, yeah. So let's write a, thank you for the follow, Space Case. Welcome in. Appreciate your follow. So let's write function create event sub subscription response decoder. I feel like I'm writing enterprise Java. This is going to return a decoder that decodes a create. And we'll say dynamic dot decode 7. And we'll pass in our create event sub response. And then we have an ID, dynamic field, ID, days of my life. Dude, this playlist is so good. This is what we're listening on stream from now on for a while. There's 34 versions of Big Booty Mix, and a new one comes out every month. Subscription status. So we created at. Bo Burnham's in here. That's amazing. Just can fucking suck it. This is actually going to be event sub data. Of create. And we have to go bring in event sub data from our API response. Boom. Mic drop. First try. Nice chat. I just used Chrome. All right, so we'll say add condition type subscription Status. What else did we add? We added the event sub create event sub API transport. Are we building? We are. No freaking warnings either. Let's go. I'm gonna go take a look at that code real quick and just code review myself. Make sure we didn't do anything stupid. This is what we were just doing. That looks good. That looks good. One thing I'm really looking for is one of the bugs I think would have most likely made this morning is accidentally mixing up the types between subscription status and type. So that's like the main thing I'm trying to keep an eye out for here. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Oma Devana. Appreciate you hanging out and welcome in. I can remove that pipe. I don't like that anymore. We'll go refactor that. And effigy of an avatar. Appreciate the follow as well and welcome in. The ads just started. Welcome in and have an ad. Okay, that all looks good. That looks fine. Subscription type decoder to subscription type. That looks good. Type. Type. Status. Okay, this all looks good, chat. I might have done all right. Subscription status. This was the thing I thought I messed up, but I didn't. Nice. Noise. All right, I don't think I would have messed anything else up, but we're just going to do a quick scan over this. Conduit, webhook, WebSocket, conduit, method, subscript. There it is, chat. I knew it. There's the freaking mess up. This is why we review our own code, especially when we're working on publishing clients for other people to use. Right there. So that's going to be in, what file is this? Transport. Boom. Okay, I want to go through and I want to refactor the API requests because I don't like doing this. Like, I don't think pipes are necessary here. So this should actually be get body API response. Like, there's no reason to use a pipe. Just makes it harder to read. Like, I wish I could set up a lint rule for that. I wish the formatter fixed that. That would be a sweet formatter rule. Man, we've written a lot of code for this over the past couple weeks. This is coming along really nice. Look at that pipe. Look at that pipe. You could even go here. We could just do this. Beautiful. Same deal here. We can just do, paste that in. This is another one we don't need. Okay, that looks good. These look fine. These look fine. Okay. Here's another one. Boom, there we go. Some code cleanup. How's that for some code maintenance, chat? Code maint, I don't even know how to spell maintenance. Code cleanup, I'm not even gonna try. All right, now we need to go to our WebSocket server and we need to register an event when we get this. Let's see if we can knock this out in 15 minutes. me make sure I didn't get a failed migration here. Okay. Lean with it. And we'll go to our event sub. So when we receive our message, I don't know how these two messages work. Like, I don't think we need these. I want to go actually read about that real quick. What is a user message? So we have this time updated. Oh, that would be like if we were sending a WebSocket from our own code. So we don't need that at all. We don't need either of these. We'll just say for now, actor dot continue state, and we'll actually just do a log that we got like a unexpected message. io.println received unexpected message, and then we'll do io.debug message. Okay. Now we need to write a handle message. Let's actually run this again. All right, so we get that. Look at that, chat. We just made all those freaking changes and it just works. That's beautiful. We are gonna have to type this. We're gonna have to type, let me write a to-do for that. To-do, add keep alive decoder / types. Okay. So when we get a message, we want to send that back to the event sub. And for now, how do we want this to work? We have to translate it to so we are translating it from JSON. What does that do? Let's open that file. Okay.
So we'll just pass this message back to the parent. Do we have a way to do that right now? The parent process is a supervisor. Yeah, I will, Justine. I don't know why I replied in text. That was stupid. Start spec. So we have a parent mailbox. WebSocket server subject, the mailbox. Okay, so we have mailbox on our state. So we're gonna go ahead and just do here. We'll say parsed message, I guess, decoded message. Decoded message. And let's actually, I don't like abbreviating stuff like this, so let's make this and this is gonna be a result, right? No, Bodhi did not. Winnie was just licking the bowl. Thank you for the follow, Acid Sack. Welcome in, and I appreciate you hanging out. So, yeah. We're just gonna add nil for a second, or we're just gonna error, or what should we call this? We'll just say nil. Sure. No, we won't. Frick. We'll just say error message. Or unhandled. Unhandled message, and this will have just a string. Then over here, let's actually rotate our window. When we process a new message, hydrate. Cheers. Her sister was a witch. We can do something nice here. We can do result.unwrap, and we'll just put in unhandled message. Unhandled message, and this will get our message. We gotta go bring that in. Unhandled message, and we need to bring in result. Nice. Nice chat. Nice chat. We can do actor.send state.mailbox, and then we'll do decoded message. What do you mean mailbox does not exist? It's right there. I see it. It's literally the... It's the init. And what is a selector? I don't think we need a selector, but this will be state. There we go. That's all we needed. All right, so then in our parent process, which is up here. Actually, let's go here. I want to say this is going to be, this will be raw message. And then in here, we should be selecting mailbox IO debug. Okay, so theoretically, the init gives it initial state. So the way the type system is going to work here is you're going to give it initial state right in here. And you see how this is type A? That type A is the same as this type A here. And before I was passing in nil here, and then nil was what the state was. So basically the state is dictated by what you pass into init, because the type system is going to basically parse this. It's going to see the init. It's going to be like, oh, I have this generic type A. What is generic type A in this first encounter? Oh, it's nil. Now I know A needs to be nil. So that's kind of how that works. So let's write a function in here, and we'll say this is just going to be handle, and this is going to take a message that will be a WebSocket message, and we'll say what up, Swega? We are working on we are building a Twitch API, a Twitch SDK/API client, whatever you want to call it, in a programming language called Gleam. And we're going to use it to wire up a bunch of like interactive stuff to my stream eventually. Like right now I have a really simple bot that lets people spend 1,000 points for a chance to win a keyboard. Our first thing we want to do is basically replace that TypeScript code with our Gleam service. Okay, so this is going to be our welcome message, right? It should be welcome message. We'll just say io dot, we'll debug, I guess, this message. And yeah, welcome in. I do have to wrap up here in 3 minutes. I might actually go just a little bit longer to try to get some of this done. But yeah, I stream every day, or every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we do a lot of functional programming stuff. So we do a lot of OCaml, we do a lot of Gleam. We get into NeoVim stuff sometimes. Sometimes we do some TypeScript stuff, but I write enough TypeScript at my day job that I don't particularly want to do that on stream most of the time. io.print line unhandled message. In fact, we should, I would expect, we'll do oh, pager dude is going off. Ack. Whoops. Ack. Okay. Taken care of. This should only ever be unhandled. Wait, what? I'm running a data migration on our accounts at For Sale right now, where we're basically kind of like updating some of the internal structures to how accounts work at For Sale. And we've basically been doing this for a month. And we have a Amazon queue that is shared across all of our services. So the migration process can only take up so much of like the CPU utilization of that process. So I have to keep an eye on that. Hello, what the hell is wrong with your editor? It's counting the lines very oddly. It's creasing upwards. I have this thing, Lunar, called relative line numbers. So this is the actual line number in the file I'm on, and then these are relative to where I'm at. So 9 lines up is this line, 9 lines down is this line, and this is useful when I'm jumping around in Vim because I can say 9K and that will jump me upwards, so I can quickly see how many lines I want to jump up and down. So that's what that is. Then this should be handle. All right, chat. I would expect us to see, let's add a io.println. Welcome, it worked. All right, I would expect us to see this line followed by this line if our plumbing just worked here. Well, when you're navigating around Vim, Lunar, it's very common to like jump. Let's say I want to jump up to line 20 or up to this line up here, right? If I don't have relative line numbers on, I would have to like sit here and like guess or, type in a different command to explicitly go to that line number, where here I can just see, oh, I want to go 20 lines up, 20K, boom. Oh, I want to go down to where it says IO print line, that's 27J, boom. I don't touch my mouse at all. Touching your mouse is like, that's like gonna give me a repetitive stress injury. Okay, let's run this and we soon gotta wrap up. Sweet summer child. Are we ready, chat? We feeling a first try here? Gleam build. We're building with no errors. Gleam run. No! Unexpected message. RIP. Actor discarding unexpected message. I don't even know what that means. I mean, we still got our unhandled message. Why didn't that go to the mailbox? We're going to try to figure this out before we wrap up, so we're going to go a little bit longer than normal here. So we should send this mailbox back out to the parent. Oh, it's process.send, not actor.send. I think. So let's try that. I might just use the wrong API. I hope you're wrong, John. Frack. Thank you, Lunar. That error is from a message not having a selector associated with it. So I have a selector over here. Maybe you can help me. Maybe I'm doing something wrong from an OTP perspective, Raw Hat. So when I start my supervisor, which is on the left, we do this whole song and dance, right? And I get back this mailbox, right? Which comes from this right here. We send the parent mailbox, our mailbox right here, and then we attach this mailbox to the server, to like the state of the child process that's being supervised, right? And then when we receive a WebSocket message, I want to send it to this mailbox. Isn't this mailbox that same mailbox? Yeah. I don't really understand what's going wrong here. Does it have something to do with like sharing the state? Do I need like another, do I need to, no, that wouldn't make sense. Because when I do this in my other server, it's slightly different because it's not a supervisor one. This is just an actor that I spin up. But I do this same thing where I pass in, that's a mailbox from the parent. So maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, so like I would really want to do something like this and then parent. It seems like super inconvenient, but then we would delete that. Like I guess we would do WebSocket server subject. we would do something like this, I suppose. What? All right, the LSP is being weird. This is really like the child subject. I think they just released the 1. There's a lot of good stuff coming. I need to patch it. I need to make an overlay. I actually probably am going to stream tonight. It's Friday, and I'm going to drink another coffee here in like 45 minutes, so I'll be up pretty late. Let me check with Justine. Yeah, look alive for a stream tonight since it's Friday. I know I've literally said that every morning this week, but last night I was gonna stream last night, but I got sick. All right, let's try this now. We said Gleam run. Let's fucking go, chat. Raw Hat is a legend. Happy Friday. Let's fucking go. 69 viewers right now. What a perfect moment to wrap up stream. All right. So, I see 69 on my screen. Let's go raid somebody. So we raided Prime yesterday. Is anyone doing anything interesting? Tonight will probably be like somewhere between 7 and 9 Eastern time. Oh, Texo is going? Yeah, we're raiding Texoport. Texoport's a follower. Let's go show Texoport some love, chat. 7 people? Hell yeah. We're about to blow up Texo's stream. What a good bit on Friday. Go show Texo some love, y'all. Let's keep this dev dad raid train going. See y'all tonight, hopefully.